Touch on it. And it's a goal! It's a goal for Westmeath.
Does go back post, header's there! 1-1!
Mendez, go for the cross! What a goal! What a goal from Mendez! Middle for it, there is the header there. Yes, and it's a goal! It's a goal for the police department.
You don't have to keep saying, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not computer literate. We work to make sure that the only thing you'll have to say is, it works. Mendez, go for the cross! What a goal! What a goal from Mendez!
Oh! And speed! Go back!
Eddie Speed, baby! Oh. Are you serious? Where is this game?
Back.
Mossy O'Connell. Mossy slips it in. Nice into the middle again, but South Liberty's taken, and that one is taken and his shot is sent and is over the bar. Number 23, Darragh Godfrey. Cross into the middle. Very, very well cleared. Henry Keys. And here comes New York on the attack. Goal chances on here. He doesn't take it. He passes it across. Number 14 has it. Cian Milan. Just won't be looking at this and saying, hey, we could be doing the things better. New York have had 4 wides. Here come New York again on the attack. 3 wides is all. That's even better for them. Referee spotted an infraction over there, and she's going to go over and she gives the free. The puck is taken quickly. Here come New York on the attack. A ball played right across the middle, and that one's banged into the back of the net. Mossy O'Connor. We're over on the far side of the field. Sideline ball. New York coming, flying down on the attack on the far side of the field. Ball played across into the middle, and that's a brilliant goal. Absolutely brilliant goal. Keith Robinson with that puck out into the middle of the field. New York again. Knocked down. And that one's flicked into the net. With this one. The cry of Mikey, Mikey, and New York come on the attack again. That was Darren O'Donoghue who sent it inside, and this one trying to make good on all these numbers here, and it's almost impossible. This one is cleared well by New York. Their defense is playing very well. Where is this one? It's in the back of the net again. Over there by New York. New York coming back again on the attack. This ball dropped inside. Adam Stones had dropped it in. Here comes New York on the attack. Where's that one going? It's in the net. keep up with them here. Colin O'Brien, number 2. New York coming again. It's wave after wave of attacks here, and this shot is taken, dropped into the goalkeeper, and well, he doesn't keep it out of the net because it's touched in and it's a goal.
Well, that concludes our very first live streamed hurling game of 2025 here in the Bronx, featuring a unique battle between South Liberties of Limerick and the New York senior hurling team. Thank you very much, New York, who lined out for the very first time since competing in the preliminary stage of the Connacht Hurling League, and also, of course, to South Liberties, who travelled all the way from Limerick to be here today. Joined with me to speak on behalf of their team is Aidan Oregon from New York and Owen Godfrey from South Liberties. Owen, as guest, I'm going to come to you first.
Yeah.
Hard luck tonight. Unfortunately, the score wasn't in your favour, but I'm sure it's great to be here tonight, and I'm sure there was a lot of excitement building up here today.
Yeah, look, it's once in a lifetime trip. Not much clubs get a chance to come over here, so thanks to New York for looking after us. Special shout out to Finbar Flood as well, Declan Brosnan. They've put in a load of work there to get us over. It's about 7,000 miles, so a lot of work goes into it, a lot of logistics and stuff.
Yeah.
It's 44 years since we were last over here as a club. My grandparents are actually on this trip, so it's a privilege. Look, we're so lucky to be able to do it. Yeah. Pity about the result and the night, obviously, but look, it's early days in the season. We're only back a couple of weeks as well, so no, we're very appreciative, very thankful. It's been such a welcoming since we came in here as well. Yeah.
Results aside, it was still a fantastic game, and like you said, it's rare that clubs come out here. Aidan, you can speak on behalf of that. New York don't usually get to play on their own home ground. Usually you're travelling to Ireland, so you know what it's like to be in their shoes.
Exactly, yeah, definitely. I know it was very good to have them out and to get a challenge game, especially from a competitive challenge game, because we're not going to have a whole lot of them, but yeah, it's first night back really on the pitch match wise, so we'll drive it on, and they gave us a good challenge. The score doesn't matter, we had fresh legs coming in and out, and so no, it was good.
Speaking of fresh legs, the 320 minutes, I'm sure that was a bit of a shock to both of you. I don't know about the two of you, but that definitely shocked me. I didn't know what was going on. But the main thing to take away from tonight is that everyone got a game and everyone gave a performance of a lifetime. Aidan, you mentioned this year, big year for New York. You're coming off a very successful year. Last time we saw you play was back in January of 2024 when you competed in the preliminary stage of the Connacht Hurling League. As champions, you have been selected to compete into the Laurie Maher Cup this coming June. I'm sure there's a lot of preparations underway for that.
Yeah, we're just back on the field recently now, but it's going to be a lot more serious. And the Connacht, we took it very serious as well, but now Laurie Maher is when we'll knuckle down and we really go for it.
You're saying knuckling down. There was a squad of over 30 of you here tonight. For any players who are looking to make a place on the team this year, what pieces of advice can you give to them as someone who was on the team last year?
Well, it all comes back from your club as well. When you're playing with the club, you have to give it your all and show, and get the call in then, and train hard, work hard, and hopefully you make the team.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully, and we'd love to see as many people on the team as possible. And Owen, South Liberties, one of the oldest clubs in Limerick, if not the oldest. It's founded in 1884, the same year as the GAA. Can you tell me a bit about South Liberties and the history of it?
Yeah, look, we're a small little club there, big, strong community. Look, it's known worldwide, the colours of JP McManus, the McManus family. Some great hurlers have played throughout the years, some still playing now as well. But yeah, no, it's trying to carry on that tradition now and keep repeating that history, and hopefully we can fill the shoes of the boys who've played in the past. So
yeah.
You're
going back into a dressing room now full of 30 players who they might be a bit saddened by the score, but still great to be in the Bronx. What piece of advice will you give to them?
Yeah, look, stay at it. We said it before, and we were only back two or 3 weeks, I think. We're only back, so look, we're trying to do the right things, keep making mistakes. There's the place to make them out here. Like the boys, I know you're out in a couple of weeks' time. We're not out until August.
Yeah.
So look, we're only back. A lot of young lads there as well, getting game time, which is great. Good honest club there, so that was it. Just keep making those mistakes. There's a place to do.
And then Aidan, finally, I'm going to finish on yourself. You're heading into June. You're going to go into there to a team who some of them might not be on the panel. What will you tell them going forward and how they can improve their playing skill based off tonight's performance?
For our team,
Yes.
it's just the same again. Working hard, training hard, even by yourself. Not just a few nights we train. Everyone is going for the same spot in the team, like, you know. So no one wants to not go on that plane home. So it's just, give it your all, really, isn't it?
Hurling aside, any plans for the rest of the weekend?
You know where to find us, that's
McLean Avenue will definitely be busy tonight. So that's all we have time for here tonight on New Logical Sports. Thank you very much to South Liberties, who came all the way out from Ireland to be here today, and to the New York Senior Hurling team, who lined out tonight for the very first time since January of 2024. My name's Anya Hurricane, and it's been a pleasure to be here with you today. We'll see you soon on New Logical Sports Plus.
Over the cross, a lot of Lansdowne numbers. That was a bit of a reckless turnover. Celtic going to try to take a chance of everybody. A little off the mark, but it's going to be a handball and it's going to be awarded to Celtic. Can he recreate that in this instance? He went in the same direction, but he couldn't save it. Marco with the opening goal. It's 1-0 to Still a chance there. Looks like Lansdowne are going to get a penalty to reciprocate. They can equalize before the half. See if he can convert. He takes it to the right, and he does. Lansdowne Yonkers back. Headed. This could be the chance. He gets it over the net, and it's a goal. It's a goal for Manhattan Celtic. They get the go-ahead. That's a nice through ball. Dawa, can he get some redemption? He's going to draw another penalty for looking to mark his comeback with the goal, and it's a goal for Eddie Speed. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's broadcast of New Logical Sports Plus, the new subscription platform where you can access more amateur sports across the country, not just in the New York area, but expanding to Boston, Washington, D.C., the DMV area, and soon to be Philadelphia, with possible partnerships out in other areas. This is the first soccer game on the New Logical Sports Plus platform. It's a APSL action between Doxa, FCW, and the National Amateur Champions, New York Pancyprian Freedoms. New York Pancyprian Freedoms won their first National Amateur Cup just last summer, a 6-0 victory in the final over, I don't even remember the other team's name at this point, but it was pretty much of an easy path for them after they got past the New York regionals. They had one tough match against Christos in the Region 1 final, but really just cruised their way, and they're currently sitting in first in the Metropolitan Conference of the APSL with a record of 10-2-1. Clearly, I think I'm looking at it, 30 points ahead of the second place side, New York Greek Americans. Lansdowne earlier today bounced back at the form after a 4-game winless streak. They won 6-0 against SC Vistula Garfield, and they now sit in 23 points. The race is still, for more than, for lack of a better term, between the three sides, although Manhattan Celtic did get a victory that pushed them within 2 points of New York Greek Americans, but it is with a game in hand. On the other hand, Doxa FCW, their last year's conference playoff finalists, having beaten Lansdowne, who had won the conference last year, regular season, 1-0 in extra time. They're now sitting in 10th place, struggling for form with a transitional squad that mostly consists of youth players that go into their partnership with FC Westchester. However, the matchup against New York Pancyprian Freedoms is always a really fierce one. It's always most games you see them at a 3-2 result. Last time Doxa had defeated the New York Pancyprian Freedoms right here in City Park was back in 2021. It was a 3-1 victory back in October. Maybe late September, but I want to say it's October. It was a 3-1 victory in their 8-win start to the regular season. That year they won the Metropolitan Conference title. It was a bit of a dispute with the Pancyprians because of certain matches that were overturned on protests. Nonetheless, Doxa won the 2022 Metropolitan Conference title. New York Pancyprian Freedoms went on to win the 2023 Metropolitan Conference title. It's always a entertaining matchup. Not too many of them get to be live streamed, but you get to watch it tonight on New Logical Sports Plus. Everybody starts lining up, and it looks like we'll have kickoff in just a couple minutes. So shout out to Dinos Avlantis. Always comes out to all the Hellenic derbies, takes photos, and you wait a couple days and you'll see it on those Greek language websites. A bit of an applause for everybody as everybody does their casual greetings. And we'll have kickoff in just about a second. Usually whenever you have the entourage for the New York Pancyprian Freedoms, you always get the smell of cigar smoke. They always come in bunches with their nice cigars. It's always cigar night when it's Pancyprians playing. Doxa FCW, on the other hand, have their own bit of following, mostly the parents of players, but a bit of a following behind Paul Graffis, who has managed the side for several years now. Won them their first ever title in the Metropolitan Conference a few years back. Always a few matches off from playoff glory, but that seems to be their strategy nowadays. They kind of coast their way towards the second half of the season, and then they pick up form around March and spring, and tonight could be that night. So we'll see where things go. Everybody's getting ready. Doxa wear their Ayak-inspired yellow and black stripes. New York Pancyprian Freedoms, usually they wear a bit of more of a sky blue. The last couple seasons they wore a bit of a darker blue under the Adidas brand. And we have kickoff here at Vicina Field here at City Park in New Rochelle. Doxa get the first bit of possession. Headed into midfield. Doxa on a bit of a transitional squad here. A lot of youth players, but they do have great talents in the Simon Peter Amuba. Pancyprians, on the other hand, a stacked squad. They tend to have some of the most talented players, the best facilities, and a Delta Force that calls the commissioner in the morning if they don't see something right. Looks got the first throw into the match. Some more fans coming in to the park. Doxa tried to outwork the possession here, as the press from the Pancyprians. Pancyprians are actually currently and under new management since about end of October. Former player Andreas Kronis, who had won the National Amateur Cup title with them, sort of retired from play, although I think he does. He might just re-enter the roster. He's a former professional himself. He's the new manager after Pano was transitioned to technical director. Headed back. Pancyprian's back on the ball. Gooder from Doxa to get the ball back. Usually a bit of a counter-attacking side. Never really do anything too fancy. It's all grit. Gotta love the transition from Pancyprians. I think that's their greatest strength in their play. Trying to play it in there. It's into the 6-yard box. Nice bit of a block there from the defender, and it's cleared out. Pancyprians got that ball back. A lot of ball movement in the periphery as they tried to break through the Doxa defense. Tristino. Passing across the back. Pancyprians are coming off a thrashing of Zoom Schneider. A side that usually gives them a hard time, but Zoom Schneider not having the greatest of seasons. They basically destroyed them last week. It might have been a 7+ goal game. I have to double check the results when I look back at my phone. Doxa barely dropping a result to Nyack. Good defensive work, but it still surrenders it back to the Pancyprian Freedoms. Loses the ball back to the Pancyprians. They're going to go on the other attack. James Tristino, the former Brooklyn Italians man. Driving down, going for the cross. Nice save. Bit of an okay day today. It was a bit warmer throughout the day. Pretty windy, but it looks like the wind gusts have broken up. Pancyprians again on the ball. He's going to put a nice floater there, but the keeper rushed out to stop it. Good bit of box-to-box dribbling work there. Switches it to the far side. Good bit of 1-2 there. Ducks are trying to mount their first serious attack here, and they get a corner kick. Out of play, it's going to be just a goal kick. Pancyprians on the ball. Nice little through ball there. Can he chip it over? Nice stop by the keeper. Pancyprians stepping up the tempo a bit. Quick to act here. Breaking through the defense and sliding when it hits the side netting. Back into midfield, and it's out of bounds. Ducks only have to really worry about their league fixtures the rest of the season as they look to climb back up on the table and try to go for a playoff run. They've entered the playoffs for most of their existence in the EPSL/APSL. They only missed once since then. It's going to be a tough battle this time around. Pancyprian Freedoms, on the other hand, they have a congested schedule ahead of them. They have to face FC Cincinnati 2 in the Open Cup in just a couple of weeks. They have the Manning Cup final, which we don't know when that's going to be scheduled. It was supposed to be this weekend. They have Amateur Cup. Their first match is going to be on April 6th. Which means they're going to have a lot of midweek matchups. And then next week they actually host New Creek Americans. Here's the Pancyprians on the attack, going for another cross straight into the hands of the Doxa keeper. Ducks are trying to gain some yards here. Good bit of dribbling there. Cuts back. It's a nice ball. Nice trap there. Tries to squeeze there. Don't think he intended to. He's trying to cut past him and dispossessed. Pancyprian's quick to respond. Trying to force that ball, but it's going to be pinging back and forth. Back at the Pancyprian possession. Blocked by Doxa. Fight for the aerial battle. Pancyprian spread the ball. It's all systems here. Looks like the Pancyprian Freedoms will get the corner kick. Corner taken, headed out. Trying to drive this one. Duga Dembele, but it's blocked by the keeper. He's going to try to let that one float in. Is it going to go in the net? It's bouncing, but its play is going to stop anyway. Wouldn't have counted. Referee is calling, I guess, some sort of a foul. Kind of reminded me of the Claudio Reyna volley back against Germany in the 2002 World Cup. Both didn't make it. Justino. Pass too short. Laterally passes it. Doxa persevering here, trying to get a major win tonight. Keeper pressing up pretty high. Still in play, playing possession in the defense. Destino pivoting. Didn't get the 1-2 there, but it's still Pancyprian's possession off a erroneous pass back. Pancyprian's building in the numbers. Turnover there, but still need the Doxa numbers, and they come rushing down. Dembele. Nice ball out to the far side. Looking for his options. Cutting back. Opting to go back out onto the far side. Switch it back across the back as Pancyprians. So tries to trap it. That's a great sequence there. Just went in the wrong direction. They look to see if they could do that again. Destino short passes it. That's a nice cross there. Putting a lot of work out there for the keeper. But still scoreless. 17 minutes into the match. Doxa always play their best matches against the New York Pancyprian Freedoms. It's always like a 1-2, 3-2. Always an exciting game when these two meet. That's why you can never underestimate Doxa. Doxa on a tall hill to climb, steep hill to climb to get into playoff position this year, but they're saying challenge accepted with their younger crop of guys. A lot of folks coming from the FC Westchester youth system, a partnership that they forged just a couple seasons ago. Breaking through the defense. He's got options, but he lets it go over the goal line. Still playing in defense. Good bit of dribbling there. As the Pancyprian players gang up on him and steal the ball back. Here's Destino. Nice supply ball for Joe Holland. Joe Holland, one of the best dribblers in the league, dispossessed. Here comes Doxa. Good bit of footwork there. Charging right into the attack and dispossessed again. Destino with tons of space. Going into the center. Now he's dispossessed. Good work from the Doxa defense. Playing it out from the back is Doxa. Still no real clean shot on goal, but they get more time in their attacking third. Tried to force it. Oh, hit the crossbar, but not the right crossbar. Joe Holland likes to play deep and dribble. Kind of the only thing you can do against a player like Joe Holland is just take him down. The New York Pancyprian Freedom's looking to take advantage of this free kick to get the go-ahead goal. A leap and a nice save. Trying to fend off the pressure. Bit of a forced error there. Out of bounds, still Doxa ball. Oh, put both his feet in there. Still Pancyprian's ball. Trying to fend off the pressure from Thristino. Tried to ground past that, but it's still blocked, but a little bit of insurance work there. Here's Doxa on the counter. Waiting for some numbers to build. Lets that one bend, but it goes straight to their keeper. James Thristino. Joe Holland manages to split the defense with that pass. Pancyprian's just relying on a higher pass completion percentage to get their chances. Back into midfield. Here's New York Pancyprian Freedoms. Good work there on the cross, and it goes left of the goal. Had to make sure of that. I was going to make a joke that it was going to be good for a field goal. Not the case. Headed back into midfield. Good bit of dribbling work there. Another nice through ball. Is he onside? Nope, no, he's not. Joe Holland, the talisman player, one of many talented players on the New York Pancyprian Freedoms. We're now 27 minutes into the match, and it's still scoreless here between Doxa, FCW, and New York Pancyprian Freedoms. It's always a close matchup despite the disparity in positions in the standings. New York Pancyprian Freedoms sitting in first comfortably with 31 points. And they'll still sit in first place regardless of the results tonight. Only dealt one loss all regular season. It was in the mid-December, a loss to their fellow Hellenic, but also fellow national champions, New York Greek Americans. Their only loss of the season so far. Unless you count those matches in the Rapallia Cup, which, to be honest with you, I don't know if anyone remembers them. One touches it, tries to sprint for the continued drive, but it's going to be a corner kick, likely to be taken by Joe Holland. Looks like the city of New Rochelle installed some fencing to block the fans from storming the pitch. Mixed feelings on whether I think that's a good move. Here's Joe Holland ready to take the corner. Taking it low. That might have been the smart thing to do, but no bodies in front to tap it in. Ducks are just looking for options. They're not able to drive too many opportunities forward. They just can't get the numbers to outpace the Pancyprian's numbers. Trying to split the defense there. Duga Dembele outpaced by the defense again. One touches it. A little risky there if you're looking at a side like this, but Ducks in the midfield. Just possessing their way to find an opportunity. The New York Pancyprian Freedoms pressing deep. They win the ball back, but not for long. Still just not enough. Waiting for the numbers. He's taking it from range, and it's finally a shot on goal. But it's a nice save. He parries it up and catches it. No one in a rush to get any goals tonight. Both fully aware of the festival goals that could very much start at any moment. Here's a rush. Joe Holland. Joe Holland makes it look easy. He finishes and he gets the opening goal. Joe Holland takes a nice pass, does his signature dribble, and just slots it in. New York Pancyprian Freedoms lead here at Falsina Field at City Park, 1-0. "31 minutes into the match, it's the New York Pancyprian Freedoms with the lead. Good bit of dribble there. Oh, but offside. Looked too good to be true. Doxa, oh, nice little cut to the left, cut right. Just plenty of Pancyprian's numbers there to win it back. Trying to rush his way back. A quick response here from the New York Pancyprian Freedoms. Driving it down, plenty of space. No corner, just a goal kick. Look at the cut around. James Justino. Good work there, Justino looking to get goal number 2. What a save! Nonetheless, he'll draw the corner, but a nice receipt of the ball for a nice trap and a nice attempt there from Justino. Onto the far side, and it's saved. Looking to see what he could do. Doxa struggling to get past the density that is the Pancyprian's midfield and defense. They're just quicker to move into position. But here's an opportunity. Nice save. And they'll get a corner. Looking to get an equalizer with less than 10 minutes to the half. Headed back, controlled. Right idea, but just a little too high. Driven out, still out of bounds again. Still Pancyprian's ball. Winning the ball back, Duga Dembele. A little bit of scrappiness there. Looking for options. Trying to float that one, but no one there to receive it. As an open man. Good setup there. This could be his chance, but good defensive work. A slide to put it over the goal line. Another corner for Doxa. Oh, a near missed opportunity. Nobody to tap that in. Joe Holland. A nice through ball, offside though. Can't get past all the numbers. Pass back. Deflects out. It's going to be just a goal kick. Less than 5 minutes plus some stoppage time, but it's a New York Pancyprian Freedoms in the lead off a Joe Holland finish. Trying to drive their way out. Bit of work there, Dembele. Always looking to just opting to go right in there, but foul's going to be called. Ducks are giving the Pancyprians more space than I would have imagined. They're usually the grittier side. Headed away, but still a bit of hustle here from the Pancyprians. Take it down. Playing it quick. Plenty of space for Tristino. Tristino taking it easy. Very rare that Holland would miss a pass like that. Taken quick. Holland. I'm sorry, not Holland. Yeah. Driving down and out of bounds for a throw-in. Another nice long ball effort. Gets it before it goes past the goal line. Nice cross there, tries to head it, but it goes over the crossbar. Holland. Referee blows the whistle for halftime. It's still 1-0 to the New York Pancyprian Freedoms. And pretty much an overwhelming effort of theirs in the possession game. Doxa just not really mounting too many chances. They did get one really good chance, but not really mounting too many chances in the attacking third. It's been all Pancyprians, but a lot can happen after this half. We'll be right back after this break.
Touch on it. And it's a goal! It's a goal for Westmeath!
Does go back post. Header's there! 1-1!
Mendez, go for the cross! What a goal! What a goal from Mendez!
Middle for it. There is the header there. Yes, and it's a goal! It's a goal for the police department.
You don't have to keep saying, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not computer literate. We work to make sure that the only thing you'll have to say is, it works.
Mendez, go for the cross! What a goal! What a goal from Mendez!
Oh! XP! Go back!
Eddie speed, baby. Serious, where is this game?
Back.
Mossy O'Connor. Mossy slips it in. Nice into the middle again, but South Liberty's taken, and that one is taken, and his shot is sent and is over the bar. Number 23, Darragh Godfrey. Cross into the middle. Very, very well cleared. Henry Keys. And here comes New York on the attack. Goal chances on here. He doesn't take it. He passes it across. Number 14 has it. Cian Milan. There won't be looking at this and saying, hey, we could be doing the things better. New York have had 4 wides. Here come New York again on the attack. 3 wides is all. That's even better for them. Referee spotted an infraction over there, and she's going to go over and she gives the free. The puck is taken quickly. Here come New York on the attack. A ball played right across the middle, and that one's banged into the back of the net. Mossy O'Connor. We're over on the far side of the field. Sideline ball. New York coming, flying down on the attack on the far side of the field. Ball played across into the middle, and that's a brilliant goal. Absolutely brilliant goal. Keith Robinson with that puck out into the middle of the field. New York again. Knocked down. And that one's flicked into the net. With this one. The cry of Mikey, Mikey. And New York come on the attack again. That was Darren O'Donoghue sent it inside. And this one, trying to make good on all these numbers here, and it's almost impossible. This one is cleared well by New York. Their defense is playing very well. Where is this one? It's in the back of the net again. Over there by New York. New York coming back again on the attack. This ball dropped inside. Adam Stones had dropped it in. Here comes New York on the attack. Where's that one going? It's in the net. Keep up with them here. Colin O'Brien, number 2. New York coming again. It's wave after wave of attacks here, and this shot is taken, dropped into the goalkeeper, and well, he doesn't keep it out of the net because it's touched in and it's a goal.
Well, that concludes our very first live streamed hurling game of 2025 here in the Bronx, featuring a unique battle between South Liberties of Limerick and the New York senior hurling team. Thank you very much to New York, who lined out for the very first time since competing in the preliminary stage of the Connacht Hurling League, and also of course to South Liberties, who travelled all the way from Limerick to be here today. Joined with me to speak on behalf of their team is Aidan Oregon from New York and Owen Godfrey from South Liberties. Owen, as guest, I'm going to come to you first.
Yeah.
Hard luck tonight. Unfortunately, the score wasn't in your favour, but I'm sure it's great to be here tonight, and I'm sure there was a lot of excitement building up here today.
Yeah, look, it's once in a lifetime trip. Not much clubs get a chance to come over here, so thanks to New York for looking after us. Special shout out to Finbar Flood as well, Declan Brosnan. They've put in a load of work there to get us over. It's about 7,000 miles, so a lot of work goes into it, a lot of logistics and stuff.
Yeah.
It's 44 years.
Back after a very brief break for that matter. If you're just tuning in, New York Pancyprian Freedom's got the go-ahead off a Joe Holland finish. Not sure what they talked about at the halftime team talks, but it looks like Doxa will probably figure out a way to put more bodies into the front third. It's mostly the same lineup there. Not sure if the pace is going to improve. They're being outrun all over the place by their blue counterparts. Looking to see what happens, and you have kickoff for the second half. Driving down and trying to chip that one in. What a goal! What a goal! Is that who I think it is? James Justino. It's always a tandem between him and Joe Holland. It's definitely one for the highlight reels. And Pancyprians in quick fashion extend their lead to 2 goals 45 seconds into the second half. Heard some recourse about folks talking about how they have to pay to watch that goal again. That isn't to say how much was probably already spent to get to get him out into the pitch. So pass back into midfield. Still in play. Switching it out to the far side. Pancyprian is just putting all the pressure in the front, looking to break the seal here and get a couple more goals in. It's a nice little bit of a floater there. Setting up for an attack here, going for the cross. Just a last second clearance at the midfield. Doxa trying to counter real quick. Dembele never received that pass. But an effort again. Stopped again. Nice little bit of chipping there. And he's onside, but it goes out of bounds. Doxa. Just too many Pancyprian numbers. Another nice through pass. This technically onside, but I don't think Holland's fast enough to go for that run. Pass back. He slips on his footing here. Driving it down. A little bit of a body check there. Pancyprian Freedom's just doing the rounds now, getting a bit of passing practice in there. Gets it, cuts it to Joe Holland. Cleared back into the midfield, still in play. Shouldered down, going to the referee's going to grant the free kick to the New York Pancyprian Freedoms. Kind of falls over. But the Pancyprians quickly win it back. Joe Holland tries to fire it directly. Slight tackle to push it out. Looking to go out wide. He heads it. Goes wide. Just looking at the replay of that goal, that's probably the cleanest quality goal you've seen from this side in the last year and a half. Tries to drive it, but drives a shot and it just goes well over the crossbar. Just came out of the woods. No ball boys tonight. New Pancyprian Freedom's making a few substitutions. Tristino. A little bit of a slippy one there, but wow, how'd you miss that one? A little too much fun. Nonetheless, it is going to be a corner. Punches it out. It's been 3.5 years since Doxa last defeated the New York Pancyprian Freedoms at home. It's a 3-1 victory. It's impossible to mirror that now. But there have been plenty of 3-2 results. Matches where the Pancyprians were leading 2-0. Doxa came right back before a Pancyprians winner. Tried to dribble his way through into the mix, but the bodies dragged him down, and it looks like the referee's going to grant the New York Pancyprian Freedoms a penalty. Much dissent over it, but referee's going to stand by his decision. Look to probably take it left, and it's converted. The Pancyprian Freedoms now extend their lead to 3-0. It's going to be too much of a tall order here for the men in black and yellow to come back from this one, but we still do have a little more than a half hour of action, so anything can happen. A win tonight for the New York Pancyprian Freedoms would maintain their lead over their conference title rivals. Trying to control it, but rushed out. Joe Holland in his golden spot to pivot things. Surprised he didn't try to dribble it all the way down. Good dribble. But dispossessed again. And for the cross. Punched out. We're at the hour mark, and it's 3-0 to the New York Pancyprian Freedoms. Just looking at the substitutions being made. Oh, dispossessed him, and he gets a consolation goal. Or maybe a goal that just puts him back into action. It's Duga Dembele. Doxa say game on. It's 3-1. "62 minutes into the match. 1-3. Doxa 1. New York Pancyprian Freedoms 3. Joe Holland. Joe Holland on the ball again. Playing it long. Gets it on the side of his head. Thrustino again. To slot one in. Makes it a brace. Quick response there for the New York Pancyprian Freedoms. And they re-extend their lead to 3 goals. It's 4-1. Nice connection there from Joe Holland to James Justino. Bunch of subs coming in now. Rotation to just see what you can get away with. Looks like Greco's back onto the pitch. Just gets his first touch on the ball. Sending it out to the far side. Pass blocked. Holland one touch passes it through ball. Keeps fighting for the ball and take it down. It looks like he's going to get a free kick from outside the box, or is that actually going to be a penalty? See, with all these different colored lines on the pitch, it gets a bit confusing, especially when you got the little sky blue next to the yellow. I think, it's going to be a penalty. A penalty for the New York Pancyprian Freedoms. It just occurred, maybe just barely into the boundaries of the 18-yard box. Looking to extend their lead now to 4 goals. He went left. He might go straight in the center, and it's going to be 5-1. Possibly one of the deeper leads that the Pancyprians have had against their rivals in black and yellow. And there's still another 25 minutes left to play. Dembele. Got so many Pancyprians numbers in front of him. manages to mount the pass. And it goes out of bounds. It's going to be goal kick. Rushes him and pushes it out of bounds. Jordan Balaam. Joe Holland tried to dribble that one down, but dispossessed. Doxa trying to get it out of there into the middle. Long ball there, delivers it to Dembele, who couldn't control it. Driving it. On the attack. Offside. Wow, actually, want to put that one in again. And it'll extend their lead now to 5 goals. Kind of was just kept sleeping there. 6-1. What, for all intents and purposes, this is just as challenging as a National Amateur Cup semifinal, right? I mean, look at the margins they had in those matches. Six-one. It's all about pride now for Doxa. It's interesting because Lansdowne had just a 6-0 victory over Vistula, who just sat a position below Doxa. So it's almost like the New York Pancyprian's way of replicating the result tonight, show that they're just as prepared for those types of matches. But that's the things you kind of have to do when you're in a title race. You got to crush the sides that are struggling. One touch. Joe Holland. Plenty of space. So let that one slide in, but it goes wide. Was there a touch there? No. Goal kick. No. Yeah, goal kick, yeah. just see everybody standing there. You start to question yourself a little bit. Dembele dribbling his way in, looking for the right position and strikes it. Keeper just crouches down to stop it. Pancyprian Freedom still determined to get more goals in there. I did say in the first half this would be a goal fest. It's just a matter of who breaks down first, really. Dembele passes it back. Greco passing it back. Trying to get something out of there, but it's back in Pancyprian's possession. James Greco, formerly on the Greek Americans, made the switch to Doxa at the beginning of last season. Brought them to a conference playoff final. Not so bad. Ball one back. A chance to get a goal, and it goes wide. Greco to Dembele. Dembele driving down. It's not going to be fast enough to get that. Yeah, I figured. Nick Pancyprian Freedoms acknowledging that every match has to be won big in order to stay in the lead. With Lansdowne now going back into form, they can't afford to drop any results. Dembele. 1v1. Splits the defense, but still just not enough pace. Clears it back into midfield. Onside? Nope. Didn't expect much out of that. Dembele on the ball again. Got two Pancyprian players around him. Just pressing there from the Pancyprians. Joe Holland lets that one go out wide. Dribbling down. And a slide to block it. Still in play. Across. A touch to get it back, but that's a soft one. So he makes it the rocket, but no hand on it. Goal kick. Some more substitutions coming in as things start to wind down. Just another 12 and a half minutes of play. Handball there. It's Pancyprian's ball. Chips out one over, and it's another goal. They just pad their lead. And they're going to want to watch this game over. 7-1. 7-1, Pancyprians in the lead here at City Park in New Rochelle. Possibly their biggest victory over Doxa so far in the EPSL/APSL era. Good 1-2 there. Plenty of space for the Pancyprians to get yet another goal. They might want to put one just to call it a night. No. Back in possession. Oh, he passed to himself. He's definitely going to get this one. He drives it around the keeper. Keeper gets some time to it. This has got to be an easy tap in there. No, it's blocked by the defender, and the keeper still manages to salvage that. He's driving it solo, but he's got an open man to the right. Taking a little bit too much time to make a decision on whether to pass right or left. He is going to draw Doxa a corner. Bidding farewell to Dinos, who heads it out for the night. Have a good night. You'll see that on one of those Greek language outlets. Photos of the night. Should be nice. Driving around. Passing back. Doxa just kind of gritting their way there. Looking for the numbers to get up, and he floats that one, and it goes wide. "82 minutes into the match, and it's the New York Pancyprian Freedoms with an overwhelming lead, 7-1. Passing it laterally. 1-2. Hits the post. And out of bounds. Taken short to Greco. Pass back. Pancyprian's onside. No. Doxa quickly take that free kick. James Greco. Looking to create some plays there. Draws a foul. And a free kick. Not wide and cleared. Driving down. Keeper's drawn out. He could probably just take an attempt here. Keeper does manage to stop it. Greco launches it. Hoping to find Dembele. Corner kick for Doxa again. Five minutes left. Not really much odds to overturn this scoreline. It's pretty much Pancyprian's match. He lets it pop forward. Another chance to just fire it. Just telegraphing too much. Probably could have gotten a good attempt there. Tries to finish it, and it goes, just hits the side netting. trying to dribble around, but so many Pancyprian's numbers. Dembele. Slide tackled him. Foul called in favor of Doxa. Addressing a knock here is the ref. Free kick to Doxa. Taken short. And to nobody. No stoppage time. Final whistle blown. Pancyprians extend their lead in the APSL Metropolitan Conference. They're now at 34 points, 11, 2-1. Doxa, as of right now, still in 10th. Probably one of the more lopsided results between these two sides. Nonetheless, a very good match. A lot of highlight reel worthy goals there. A good match tonight here so far. New York Pancyprian Freedom's a 7-1 win over Doxa FCW. Not the greatest second half of the season home opener you would like to have, but nonetheless, there's still a lot left of the season. A chance for Doxa to try to make a push into the playoffs is still possible, but the attention kind of goes back into the Metropolitan Conference regular season title. It's now still fierce between the top three. We're going to have to wait for the result against the New York Greek Americans. Actually, New York Greek Americans and Pancyprians face each other next week at the St. John's University. Doxa going back out on the road. Lansdowne out on the road. It's going to be very interesting. But anyway, we want to thank everybody for tuning in, paying for tonight's match. Maybe it's a little bit of a new experience for a lot of folks, but it's definitely something interesting. There's a lot of clubs out there that just don't have the budget to have matches streamed, so it's just nice to be able to add more matches into the portfolio for anybody to tune in. I mean, look, if not, it may not have been a stream tonight. So thanks for those who support us, and subscribe to New Logical Sports Plus or buy a season bundle for any individual side. The clubs do not have to pay for it. It is being passed on to the individuals, but it's a great thing to be able to access more soccer out there. So anyway, thanks to everybody for tuning in. I hope you guys have a great night and see you next week.